Okay.
I can watch it.
We are online. I just turned on. Okay. Okay. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome back, Luz. Good
Class in
morning,
session.
Diana. It's a beautiful morning. How's everybody?
Doing great.
Doing great. Feeling
Great
great.
to have Luz back.
Yes, glad to have Luz back. Good
You
morning
too,
to
guys.
everybody on YouTube watching us. Well, before we start, I just want to start the session with just maybe a minute, half a minute or so, sending love and compassion and well wishes to everybody who is being affected by the flood in Indiana. Lots and lots of citizens are being affected, lives are being turned upside down, and we're fortunate to live in this country where there's a big community of loving people contributing and helping. So I'm praying that everyone who is affected will be able to quickly return back to normal life soon. But it is devastating to see the destruction and the sadness. So let's just all of us focus and say some prayers inside of us for those who are affected. So with that in mind, our session today, the topic I chose is about self-love. And we haven't done that in a while, self-love. And, in my daily encounters with patients, I come across this situation a lot. Patients would come in a flare, feeling bad, hurting, feeling tired and fatigued. And when I ask them whether they have been focusing on themselves, focusing on good nutrition, good exercise, good sleep, good mindset, good stress management, many patients would tell me, no, I haven't had time. No, I have so much on in my life. I have so much that I have to do for other people, for my children, for my grandchildren, for my parents, for my sister, for my brothers, and they didn't give themselves enough time. So, and that's the main reason why they're in such a bad shape, right? Because we know that lifestyle medicine has to be the foundation of health, no matter what. Physicians can do something, physical therapists can do something for us, nutritionists can do something, giving advice, but it's us who have to do the work. And when I hear those stories, I just feel like I'm stuck myself too, I want my patients to feel better, I really do, but I can't do the things that they need to do for themselves. And I think it's the fact that people It's not that they don't want to love themselves. It's not that they don't want to do things for themselves. It's just that they have not put themselves first. They have not carved out time for themselves. And that's just a sign of lack of self-love. You don't give yourself some love. You love everybody else. You do everything else for everybody else, but you just don't give yourself some love. You don't love yourself enough to carve out time to do the things that are needed for you to stay healthy. And why do you think that people don't do that?
Guilt.
Guilt? What kind of guilt?
Obligations to others. They feel like they need to put others first.
I think it's ingrained since childhood. Because our parents were raised that way to do for others, so we continue to do the same thing. It's what was modeled for us.
Okay, yes. So we put other people first before ourselves because of guilt, because of cultural standard.
I mean, because a mom is who, at least in the United States, the children normally are with the mom, not so much the dad. And the mom is always taking care of the children. So then the children grow up and think, well, what do? You take care of other people. Because that's what they saw their mom doing.
Yes, but why is it that most people don't include themselves as amongst the people they need to take care of? Why? Put yourselves in that situation and come up with the reason why you don't do it. We all do it. You know, we all
Maybe
at some
people
point.
have self-hatred.
I think it's self-sacrifice. It's not necessarily self-hatred. It's just
Self-sacrifice
for yourself.
For me, that's how I was raised. My mother was always taking care of everybody else, so that's how I grew up. That's how I've always been.
Yeah.
But I do take care of myself too. Like I exercise. Work on things. But a lot of times I think people get busy. I mean, I used to be this way. I get so busy, I would put myself last. My to-do list was so long, I never got around to me.
But you know, let's think about it. If you carve out time for yourselves, are you going to stop taking care of other people? I don't think so. I don't think that when you carve out time for yourself, you will stop caring for other people. I think that if we carve out times for ourselves and taking care of ourselves, and we feel good, we feel happier, we feel energized, we'll be able to do more. We'll be able to take care of other people much better than if we didn't take care of ourselves. You know, try to imagine taking care of people with you feeling fatigued. Compare that to taking care of patients or taking care of relatives, of the loved ones, when you feel energized and happy. Which one is more effective?
You're ready.
The one when you are healthy and happy. So if you love yourself a little bit, give yourself some more time to take care of yourself, you end up being able to help other people a lot more.
In a more organic way, because I don't believe that if you don't love yourself, you're able to love in an organic way other people. You have to learn with you.
Right.
Sometimes we're so scared about our own selves that we just prefer to just stay busy with other people.
Right. So what is it that people are not able to do what they need to do? I think it's the lack of awareness or the lack of understanding why they need to put themselves first. But putting themselves first doesn't mean that they're selfish. Self-love is not the same as selfish. You still love yourself, be compassionate towards yourself, and be the same to other people.
I think self-love is really important.
Self-love is important.
Like on the airplane, like we have like oxygen mask, right? Like they always like a sign. You have to put the oxygen mask for you first before you put for your children.
Mm-hmm.
So when you can stay awake, you will have like the willingness to put the mask for your children. Yes. So you have to care about you first, yourself first.
Yeah. So I think it's not that people don't want to love themselves. They're not aware. They're not aware, or they don't have the understanding that if they love themselves, take care of themselves, they will be able to love other people a lot more effectively. And that takes effort, right? That takes reminders that, some people, friends or mother or sister or brother will tell you, take care of yourself, or your physician will remind you, take care of yourself first.
Maybe some people don't know what that means. Maybe they don't understand the concept because it was never modeled to them.
Yeah, because before I studied meditation, that concept of self-love never enters my mind. And I was carrying on just like the majority of us carrying on, just working, providing, loving other people, and put ourselves last. So you set out on your day, after breakfast, brushing your teeth, you set out doing things for other people already. And then you keep going until the end of the day when you feel so tired and you go to bed. Right? There's nothing in that day that you carved out time for yourself. And the cycle just repeats and repeats until you break that vicious cycle. So I think self-love is very, very important. But for people like Rafaela was saying, they never have that concept in their mind, never had the understanding of what self-love is, then we need to have tools or, educational sessions to help them to understand that concept of self-love. And what would be the best tool to help them?
Really, I would tell them respect themselves first.
Yes, but before that, deep breathing, we call that the basic tool of
meditation,
mindfulness meditation, right? Mindfulness. So teaching them how to be mindful. And what does being mindful mean? Being aware. So always being aware. Aware.
So, Trent, there's a really strange and bizarre thing. I've seen it over the decades with many, many people. They will spend tens of thousands of dollars on a pet, but they won't spend it on themselves.
Yes, one story, exactly that. This past week, I talked to the patient who is suffering, pain from neck to toe, fatigue, bowels not working, nothing. And I talked about, the option of going with the cellular medicine, which is not covered by insurance, right? But it is effective, very effective. And, we talked about options, finance, and things like that. And I said, okay, have you heard about the care credit, option? And she knows. And she said, I have maxed out my care credit account for my pet. thousand. I mean, how can you max out care credit account? You have to borrow several thousands. But I said, well, then the priority is just wrong.
Yeah, because if she dies, no one's going to take care of the pet.
Exactly. Or if she ended up, being sicker and needed to be in the hospital, or she's bedbound, who's going to take care of the pet? But if she put herself first and take care of her health first, she'll be able to take care of the pet.
Is this a single lady or?
I can't remember the single, but that is exactly it.
I've seen that where people think of their pets like family,
They'll spend money on the pet before their own child. I've seen that too.
Right. Yeah. But so prioritize, right? Prioritize. When you cannot work and earn money because of your ill health, you have to put your health first. So that when your health is optimized, you can go out there and earn money. But a lot of people just don't understand that at all. They just go down the vicious cycle. Just down the spiral path.
Some people like being sick, right? I know that's twisted, but I can think of people that like being sick.
Yeah, I've run into that too.
Yeah, well then in medicine we do have a term for that. It's a secondary gain. But fortunately, not many of the people out there are in that mindset. A lot of people are sick and they want to be well. A lot. They just need to have guidance how to do it. But the lack of awareness about self-love is common. Very common. Like I encountered patients all day long, but how many of my patients are actually practicing self-love? I can tell you it's not even 50%. And that's alarming and that's worrisome, right? Not even 50% of my patients are practicing self-love. And it's so important in the requirement of healing. If you don't put time in for yourself to heal, how are you going to heal? Doctors cannot make you heal. Medications cannot heal you. Medications only keep your symptoms down, but not healed. You try to go off medications, you won't heal. The symptoms will come back. But if you do everything for yourself, like Rebecca did, like Sean did, like Luz, you put a lot of effort into your health and you're off all meds and you feel better than when you first came to see me. So if you put in the time and the effort to heal, you can heal. You can heal and you don't have to take medications for the rest of your life.
Some people need an accountability partner to keep them on task, on a schedule. And if someone's having difficulty having self-discipline to do the things they have to do. I mean, I exercise every day.
Yeah.
I stretch every day. I'm doing all the things I do consistently. And it's slow progress, but you continue and you'll get to the end point. Yeah. But some people don't have self-discipline, so they need someone else to help remind them, make sure they're doing it, like a workout buddy or whatever.
But do you think that those people can learn to be accountable?
It's on their personality.
I mean, they can. I mean, they need an accountability partner to help them at the beginning, but in the end, on that path to healing, do you think they can learn how to be accountable? It's a learned, right? It's a learned skill. I think they
A lot
can.
of the things we need to do for self-love
Yeah,
love are learned skills.
it is a learned
Definitely.
skill.
It is a
Yeah.
training. It is everyday work we need to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just forget. We get away with whatever life throws at us at the
Yeah.
beginning of the day.
Yeah.
You have to remember, like yesterday I had a really good meditation on my phone.
Yeah.
That changed that was a life changing.
Yeah.
Everything that came after that, it was
Right.
manageable.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So New Year's Eve resolutions, a lot of people make them every year, and by week 2, usually people have stopped doing whatever that was.
yeah.
So maybe instead of, for people that have trouble being consistent for at least 21 days, which that's the time period they say you need to develop a habit,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps they should do a new month resolution. And so at the beginning of every month, make a resolution. And at least half the year, they'll be doing something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Put it on the calendar.
I mean, just take my own story of when I started to learn meditation, right? I signed up for the course, once a week lesson, and the students are supposed to practice during the week. I didn't do the practice during the week for 3 weeks in a row. But if I didn't have that teacher who constantly remind gently at the session,
Accountability.
yeah, he would go to each student and ask, how was your experience during the week? How was your experience during the week? And
Like
for 3 weeks in a row, I had no experience to share.
Ooh, that's embarrassing.
Yes, it is embarrassing because, I kept saying to him that I'm sorry, but I have been so busy. I've been so busy. I've been so busy. The same common excuse a lot of people are saying. And I was in that situation in 2022. So after 3 weeks, I thought to myself, why do I even sign up for the course? It's 8 weeks course, 3 weeks went by, and I have not done it. So then it clicked in my mind. I said, I've got to do it. I've got to carve out time for myself. So I made, like you, a resolution week by week, day by day, right? Not even for a whole year. I just say, okay, I'm going to do, before my next weekly lesson, I am going to do it. And how? This is the SMART goal setting we were talking about. SMART goal setting. When you want to change your habit, you have to set a SMART goal setting. And it has to be specific, specific to the point that when you're going to do it, how long you're going to do it, and how you're going to do it. You don't just say, I'm going to do it tomorrow. That's very generalized. You set a specific goal, and I did. So I said, tomorrow morning, the first thing before I pray, I'm going to sit down and practice mindfulness meditation the way my teacher taught me. But for how long? 1 minute. 1 minute. Because it wasn't easy. When you don't know how to focus, you can't do it for 15 minutes. But I was also, back then, I have a friend too. And he helped me to get onto this path. Because he knew, he had been there many years before me though. He's been meditating many years. So he understood the mindset and he said, oh, are you sure you can do it for 1 minute? I said, oh, I'm going to try. So I set the alarm on my phone for 1 minute. And guess what? Before that alarm rang, my mind was already wandering. Right? 15 seconds, 30 seconds into that, my mind was already wondering what I'm going to do next, what I'm going to do next, what I'm going to do for
Write
my
it down,
day.
make a list,
Yeah,
then get it out of your head.
yeah. But I kept at it, you know. I kept at it 1 minute, 1 minute until that 1 minute is successful, right? And then I go to 3 minutes. So that's specific goal. 3 minutes, then 5 minutes. And by the time I could sit there and focus on my breath for a solid 15 minutes, I know I could do it. And then from then on, I didn't use the alarm anymore. But it was many weeks of training. And then I was able to share that with my teacher during the class, right? So it's self-love with a small dose at a time. When you don't know how to do self-love, you train yourself to give yourself love small dose at a time, like 1 minute at a time. So with that, I invite you to join me for 30 minutes of mindfulness meditation. And what is the basic tool? Breathing. Okay, so let's take a few deep breaths in and out. And try to focus on your breath so that when you breathe in and breathe out, you know exactly how you breathe in and breathe out. And you can close your eyes if you want to, or open your eyes if you want to. And assume a position that you feel comfortable in, so you can sit up, lay down, stand up, walk, if you would like to. And return to yourself, return to this present moment. Deep breaths in, slowly and deeply. As you breathe in, you know you're breathing in. And as you breathe out, you know you're breathing out. And try to breathe out slower than breathing in. This moment is for yourself. Follow your breaths. This moment is for you to get to know yourself, to love yourself. And by giving yourself time and love, you allow yourself to heal. You allow yourself to have the best of health. This moment is a moment that you just give yourself some love and some peace. And let go of all of the worries, all the rushing about your daily life. This is a moment for you to take care of yourself through the practice of deep breathing. Hopefully, after a few deep breaths in and out, you can feel yourself relax. If you feel some tension somewhere in your body, like tension in the neck, the shoulders, the lower back, the hips, the legs, let it go. Drop your neck muscles, your shoulders, muscle in your arms. Let go. Breathing in, you know you're breathing in. Breathing out, you know you're breathing out. As you breathe in, observe how the air enters your nose, how your chest rises, and how your body, your mind enjoys that in-breath. As you breathe out, watch how your lungs expel the air. How your chest wall goes down with your out breath. And how your body feels as you exhale and let go. Are you enjoying the act of breathing? Are you staying in the present moment with your breaths? And all you want to know in this present moment is how you breathe. You're getting to know your breaths like you are getting to know a friend. In this present moment, all we need to know is to breathe in, out, slow and deep. With each in-breath, see how you feel as the air enters your nose. Do you feel the love that you give to yourself when you take deep breaths in Are you staying in the present moment with yourself? All we ask of ourselves in this present moment is to stay in the present moment with the breaths. Seeing our breaths for what they are. Seeing the emotions that we have that are attached to our breathing. Seeing the commitment that we are making for ourselves, to ourselves. in this present moment. We are not asking too much of ourselves. We're just asking for this 100% focus on our breaths. Perhaps we can feel a little gentleness towards ourselves through the act of breathing. Perhaps we can feel that flow of love throughout the body with each breath. Perhaps we can feel a moment of peace as we breathe in and out. Perhaps with each breath we can recognize how much better we are at breathing, how much deeper the chest wall is expanding with each in-breath. Perhaps we have more awareness of every muscles that are involved with the act of breathing. The things that we are normally not noticing on the day-to-day as we breathe. Perhaps now we can notice the abdominal wall going deep down inwards as we breathe out. perhaps we are more aware of our posture as we breathe. In this present moment, we are getting to know our bodies very well. Are we sitting up straight, standing up straight? Or if we are laying down, how is our spine aligned with the surface that we lay on? Deep breaths in and out. How are we in this present moment? With each deep breath in and out, do we feel the embrace that we give to ourselves? With each deep breath in and out, do we have the awareness that in this present moment, each and every cell is so thankful of what we are doing for them in this present moment? With each deep breath, are we aware that we are bringing life to ourselves, to each cell? With each deep breath in and out, do we feel this love and gratitude that fills up inside of us? And we can say, I am so thankful for this breath. This moment in time that we give ourselves love to focus on our breathing. brings so much goodness to us, mentally and physically. And we are fully aware of that. This peaceful present moment of breath work that will actually help us heal from inside out. Breathing in, we know we're breathing in. Breathing out, we know we're breathing out. And as we breathe in and out, we are fully aware that we are gathering all the elements that are necessary for life. Return to yourself, return to this present moment. Breathing in, we know we're breathing in. Breathing out, we know we're breathing out. Hopefully by now you can feel the lightness of being. in this present moment. In this present moment, all your mind has to do is to focus on your breaths. Breathing in, you know you're breathing in. Breathing out, you know you're breathing out. Return to yourself, return to this present moment. And start moving your fingers and toes. Open your eyes. And return to this space, this room. How's everybody?
They stay awake.
Almost fell asleep.
They say awake.
You almost
I have been staying awake.
You staying awake, that means that your awareness is there, right? You're aware of what you're doing to stay awake.
I was aware of falling out of this chair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Falling
I get
asleep.
that too,
Yes.
same problem.
Mm.
If I keep my eyes open, I won't fall asleep.
So meditation is the practice of staying aware. So I think when you fall asleep, you lost that awareness, right?
Well, I was
Briefly, you've lost that awareness, and then when you wake up, that's when your awareness returns to you.
Especially when you hit the floor.
Yeah. So, how difficult or easy is it to just focus on your breath only for half an hour?
It's not easy.
It's not easy. What?
It is great when you're able to do it. My monkey mind always.
Mm-hmm.
It is great when you can
Yeah.
do it. Just feel yourself.
Mm-hmm. And what tends to interfere with that process?
Mind.
Your monkey mind, right?
Monkey mind.
Because your conscious mind, who is focusing on the breath, if that conscious mind, unconscious mind, and conscious mind, right? The conscious mind is what is not wandering, well, focusing, trying to focus on your breath, and your subconscious mind is the mind that is thinking about other things, right? There's always two minds going on. And in the class that I took, the teacher would say mind on mind. Mind on mind. So you use one mind to control the other mind. You use your conscious mind to control the monkey mind.
I'd never thought of it that way, where
Mind on mind.
thoughts that just perk up in your mind are subconscious thoughts. Is that what you're saying? That, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. That's subconscious thinking.
Yeah, I mean, there's when you think with the awareness, that's the conscious mind. When you know exactly what you're doing, right? But then something else interfere, that monkey mind thought go in and interfere. That's your subconscious mind arising to interfere, right? So, and then you have to use your conscious mind to control, observe,
Like
mind on mind practice.
I was lying, like the meditation was nearly done. So the conscious mind told me, "Hey, wake up, wake up."
Oh, did you actually fall asleep?
Okay.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, let's stand up and stretch and walk around so our legs don't get too tired. We started the session a little bit late today for technical reason. Yeah. So
Power went out.
the power went out and everything had to be reset. We had no signal for it. Yes. Okay. So let's take a few deep breaths in and stretch. Raise your arms and breathe out. Let go of your arms. And one more deep breath in and stretch. And breathe out and let go. And you can bring your feet up and down like this as you breathe. And then you can swing as you breathe as well. This is good for the lower back when you swing. And you can move your leg this way and that way if you want. I can't do it. Kick this way and kick this way. Raise your knees if you want to. So get moving. Okay. All right. Let's do just maybe 2 rounds of walking instead of 4. And then we sit down.
There was a
Hmm?
Really?
fluid.
Coffee?
When you
Coffee,
were
yeah.
falling to sleep, you drop your coffee.
Yes.
Otherwise, like they will
Yeah.
sleep.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is comfortable.
All right. So this is walking meditation. So as we walk, we can meditate too, right? And we can take deep breath in and focus on our breathing, focus on our thoughts, focus on how our feet touch the ground, and so on. So raise the awareness in the present moment. Okay, let's start. Okay, that's 2 rounds.
That's two already.
2 already. You want to walk some more?
Yeah, that's one.
I want 10 more rounds.
10 more
Are you
rounds.
ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, we haven't done standing meditation for a while. Do you think we can do standing meditation for, huh? Yes, for a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes?
Yes.
Can you do 5 minutes standing? Just don't fall asleep. Okay. So let's just, assume a comfortable position, feet apart or feet together. Let go of your shoulders. Relax, relax, relax. Close your eyes. Follow your breaths. Deep breaths in and out. In this standing meditation, I invite you to raise awareness of what's exactly going on in your body and in your mind. and we will practice in silence for 5 minutes. Deep breath in and slow breath out and open your eyes. That's 5 minutes of standing meditation. Yes, yes.
Great.
And nobody is falling down because of falling asleep.
You did great. You did great.
Yeah.
We're so proud of you.
So let's share experience for a few minutes and then we will conclude. Okay, so how has your experience been in this session? What's difficult? What's easy?
I think.
What's insight? What's the wisdom?
Well, I think your point about prioritizing yourself with that,
Mm-hmm.
taking moments to just take care of yourself.
Yeah. Yes. Does everyone feel a little bit more self-love today?
Oh, I do. I do for sure.
Yes.
I love the idea of pairing your two conscious and subconscious mind. I did that for the last 5 minutes,
Uh-huh.
and it worked great.
It works, right?
Yeah.
Use your
But you call up the other mind. Just come over here. Let's pair up.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's team up, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that'll work for me.
Yes. Was there any moment where you only have the conscious mind focusing on your breath?
Yes.
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 And
I feel lighter.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think all the purpose of my meditation is I love feeling lighter.
Yeah. Yes.
Even feel your body, even you're
Light.
sitting in your legs, or
Mm-hmm.
you feel just really
Yes,
light.
yeah. That's when I mentioned that you may feel the lightness of being. The lightness of being. When you get into that stage of meditation, you're an observer and your body is just so light. Like this physical body is just light, yeah, being so light. And for me, when I am able to focus completely on my breath, that's when my mind has no thought entering or leaving whatsoever. But that doesn't stay very long, right? Something would come back in.
It doesn't, but
Yeah.
the moments, the seconds, or whatever time it is,
Mm-hmm.
it is so refreshing.
Yeah.
Right? I think we should focus on doing this at least 3 times a day.
Yes.
Or 1 minute. I
Yeah,
think
for
I'll
1
do
minute,
that. The
yes.
1 minute thing, I think it'll work. And then
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's the best experience. It's when you can feel the love for yourself.
Yeah.
And you can expand that.
Yeah. I find that when I focus like that, my senses are heightened. Suddenly I hear things, I hear more things going on that I normally don't pay attention to and don't hear them in such a deep level.
You become a great observant because you see colors you never focused,
Yes.
the different colors
Yeah.
of blue in the sky. You see even bugs that you have never seen again, or you
Yeah.
never put attention
Mhm.
to it, or animals, or little things that those things are so little but so big that make you happy.
So we practice one little step at a time, and I learned this from Dr. Ellen Langer, who's a professor at Harvard, and she does a lot about mindfulness meditation and about self-awareness, or getting to know yourself or to any other person in your life. She just say, okay, every day you set a goal of finding out 3 new things. being aware of 3 new things about yourself or about the person you want to get to know. Because you don't know all about that person. You never know. But if you spend some time to try and find out 3 new things about that person or about yourself, gradually you'll get to know more, and you become more aware about yourself and about other people around you. So that's a very sound advice. I think you set goal, that's the same as being specific. That number 3 is being specific, right? So, well, with that, I wish everybody a very peaceful, happy, healthy weekend. Namaste. Yeah. Thank you for joining us.